Alright. Is this thing gonna work? Make sure the controls are all set. Mic should be good to go. Alright. I'm gonna hit play. See if this works. That's not gonna be loud enough.
From Bermuda and then she's saying, "Oh, it's going to be great. I'll be a little salty." That's all right. I'm glad she got to do that. So I want to bring up somebody who's going to show you first, before we do all the promotions. I want somebody to come up here and show you why you got promoted. Because I'll tell you, on Thursday morning, the company blindsided all of us leaders. We had no idea that they were going to do this for everybody. Our team alone promoted 32 people on Thursday. For those of you who are new, just to get an idea, we do maybe 10, 12 a month. We did 32 in one day, got a pay raise and a promotion. So I can't think of anyone better than to bring up Regional Director, President's Club member, Mr. Bryan Mulvany. Mr. Mulvany, Mr. Mulvany. Wow, it is a lot cooler back there than it's up here. So I'm going to probably stand over by the air conditioning vent most of the time. Yeah, Leela says it's because she's so hot. Her husband agrees. Guys, before I get into the compensation plan, I want to thank the gentleman that brought me up here. For those of you guys who can't tell, Jim Lambright is probably the most excited guy in the room, right? And that energy, I don't care if it's, you're sitting against the wall, you're rubbing up against somebody you might not normally be rubbing up against. Can we agree that Jim his excitement and his passion for what he's doing is just absolutely contagious? He and his wife Stacy had literally $1 million real estate business before ACN, came in, were incredibly coachable, hit the ground running. They've got one of the fastest growing organizations in the Midwest, and I just like to give it back to Jim. Can everyone in the back hear me okay? Okay. Guys, for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Bryan Mulvany. When I took a look at ACN, I had a lot going on. I was coaching high school soccer, I was working on my master's degree, and I was a substitute teacher. Alright? Here's what I loved about being a substitute teacher. I showed up to somebody else's classroom, somebody else's students, they told me what to do, and then they paid me. Right? I didn't have to think. So here was the only bad part about being a substitute teacher. After I read that book to the kids or made them fill out whatever they needed to fill out, at the end of the day, the pay was only $100. And then I had to go back and do it again. And then I had to go back and do it again. And then I had to go back and do it again. The only nice thing was that it was all wrapped in a nice, neat package for me to follow when I got there. Here's what I love about this compensation plan. It's in a nice, neat package. All you have to do is follow it. ACN is going to tell you exactly what you need to do to get paid. They're going to tell you exactly how to do it. The only difference is it pays residually. Leela James is a teacher. Imagine if she got paid, you have an average of 100 students a year? 150. 150 students a year. Imagine if she got paid every time those 150 students used something she taught them. Okay? Or imagine as a realtor, if you got paid every time somebody walked through the front door of the house you sold them, rather than just a one-time transaction. Guys, there's a lot of ways to make money in this country, more than any other country in the world. But there's not a lot of ways that will pay you and allow you to be wherever you want in the world. Okay? So, like Jim said, ACN totally reinvented themselves Thursday morning. Right? I felt like Oprah. I was calling people, I was going, you get a promotion, you get a promotion, you get a promotion. It was like when she's giving out cards. Literally overnight, here's what ACN said to some people. Overnight, they said, last year you made 10 grand at your part-time gig. You didn't do any more work. We understand that there's some structure issues that you're having problems with. We're going to take that 10 grand and turn it into 30. Overnight, if you do the same work over the next 365 days, what would have paid you X, we're going to pay you times 3. Right. And then they took about that. Yeah. business yet. All right? So, ACN, you heard Christian say, and a lot of people just bought businesses, just bought online stores. Okay? For those of you that spent $399 on an online store, congratulations, but all you did was buy a store. Now, we need to show you how to use it. Nobody makes money on the transaction of you buying an online store. ACN only pays residual income. Does that make sense? Okay. So the first thing that we're going to help everybody do, and you may be able to read this, you may not. If you're taking notes, write down QTT, because there are new qualifications for qualified team trainer now. You used to have to get, well, it doesn't matter what you used to have to get, because that's not on the table anymore. Now, you have to get, go back for me. Thank you. Now you've got to get 7 customer points, 4 services, and 2 of those services have to be outside your home. Right? Now let's think about what ACN did as a company there. Why would they make you go outside your home? Because anybody get into ACN to hang 100 satellite dishes on their house? Right? No. If they don't teach you, right? If they don't teach you good habits right out of the gate, it's going to be tough for you to go out and acquire customers. So they've set it up so that the brand new person can sit down with whoever they're in business with, can learn how to acquire customers properly, so that you can go out and do whatever you want. But everything that we're going to talk about next is based on people getting customers. So again, those numbers are 7 points, 4 services, and 2 of them have to be outside your house. Now, the next position that we're going to shoot for is executive team trainer. Now, executive team trainer used to mean you had to go out and recruit 2 people. And here's what I love about ACN. Some people were good at recruiting. Some people were good at getting customers. And that used to hurt you in the old compensation plan. Now ACN said, we don't care what you're good at. Go do what you're good at. Go do what you're comfortable with. Go do what people know you for. And we're going to pay you as if you did both of them. Does that make sense? All you have to do is go get 25 total customer points. Whether that's you by yourself or you get 25 people that all go get 1 customer, it doesn't matter. That's a real ineffective way to do it, by the way. But it doesn't matter. If you don't want to wait on somebody else, go promote yourself. If you're not either, I got a guy the other day, he came to our Friday night leadership class. He's only been in the business like 2 weeks, and he was honked off and he was 1 point away from ETT. He didn't have to go wait on somebody else to go get it. He didn't have to recruit another person to go get it. We went and did it right there. Okay? You no longer have to wait on anybody else to write your paycheck at ACN. And you no longer have to recruit anybody if that's not what you're comfortable doing. As an executive team leader, all you have to have is 75 total personal customer points. Now, please stand up. If you, by yourself, have 75 customer points. Guys, look around the room. In the old, you guys sit down. Thank you very much. In the old compensation plan, ACN would have said, great, but we're going to give you your 10%. Now what ACN says is, not only are we going to give you your 10%, but we're also going to pay you the bonuses as if you're an executive team leader. Because at the end of the day, what are they trying to do with this compensation plan? They are trying to enforce good habits. And the more customers you get, the more long-term residual income you're going to have. ACN isn't interested in you making $1,000 in your first 30 months. Or 30 days, excuse me. Interested, right? If you don't make $1,000 in 30 months, come see me. What ACN is interested is you making $1,000 a month for the next 30 months. Part-time, spare time. That's what they're interested in, and that's what this compensation plan is driving. Right? Now, here's the big one. The big one is the team coordinator position. For those of you who don't understand what that means, this is the position where, as Christian says, he decided he didn't want to work for anybody else. And some people can and some people can't. But how many of you ever had a choice of not going where you don't want to go, but still getting paid? Right? How many of you, like on Monday morning, you're like, I'm fired up, ready to go, I got to put on a monkey suit, and I'm going to get in my car, and it's going to be awesome. Do you guys know, in and I'll be serious for a second. Do you guys know statistically when the most heart attacks happen?
Monday morning.
Monday morning. And do you know why they happen? Because people are stressed about going somewhere they don't want to go. And they've been going there for a really, really, really long time. Guys, at this position, a lot of you are going to be able to make the choice that you don't have to do that anymore. Right? And here's all you have to do to be a team coordinator is have 600 total personal customer points. So what does that mean? If you want to go get 600 yourself, go do it. If you want to find 4 family members and we're all going to go get 150, go do it. If you want to find 2 people, you're going to get 300 and they're going to get 300, go do it. If you want to put a room of people together and 60 people are going to get 10, go do it. ACN doesn't care what you're good at and what you're comfortable with. They've made it so easy to hit that position, right? And it affects every other position moving along. I don't know if you guys can see this. A regional director is simply 2 team coordinators. A regional vice president is simply 4 team coordinators. So the fact that they made this position so much easier to attain. For those of you who go to the Phoenix International event, there will be more regional vice president promotions than you have ever seen. Because ACN, absolutely. ACN made it so easy. You used to have to structure this thing perfectly. And you used to have a leg over here, and a leg over here, and a leg over here. And if you had this random leg, it didn't count. Well, ACN thought to themselves, that doesn't make a lot of sense. And that's not driving the behavior that we want. We just want people to get good at helping people earn long-term residual income. Everybody all right with that?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Can we go to the next slide for me? One more. Okay. This is the other thing that I wanted to talk about real quick. As you help, how many people, when you got into ACN, you said, you know what, in my first 30 days, moving all this crap around, how many people in their first 30 days said, I have to do this, and 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 I have a kid, and I have a job, and I have PTA, and I have this? And how many of you were like, man, that was just a little more stressful than I wanted it to be? Be honest. Yeah. Okay, look around the room. Okay, ACN understands that. So now, instead of these bonuses being paid out in a 30-day window, ACN is giving new people 60 days to get qualified. That is huge. Just that change alone, ACN literally cost themselves millions and millions and millions of dollars that they are going to have to pay out to people like me. Right? Right? And I love, it's all about the brand new person. We don't want this to be a source of stress in somebody's life. We want this to be something that they're excited about and something that they can come to a training like this, learn how we acquire customers, and learn the proper way to do it rather than running around like a chicken with their head cut off in 30 days and not learning anything. Okay? So I just want to make sure you guys understand the difference in these levels. As an executive team trainer, that could be $2,000. And as a team coordinator, guys, that's $6,000. How many of you are okay if your part-time, spare-time job replaced what you did at job A? Yes, that's what is on the table here. And ACN said, we don't care how you structure it. We want to take everything out of your way that could be a hurdle to get there. If you guys want to have a conversation about this afterwards, find me. Here's the problem. In my organization alone, we had 32 promotions August 1st. My phone did not stop running, or October 1st. You don't even have to know what month it is. Jim Lambright had how many promotions? 32. And that doesn't count team coordinators and regional directors that are going to be affected by this. And I'm sure Christian and Reagan had the exact same amount of promotions. So we don't have time for me to go any further because you got to hear from a lot of people who got promoted. And here's what ACN is saying. Here's what they said. Just think of this as a fundamental company. We know you've been working hard. We know that you've been sacrificing. We know that you've been sitting in a hot room rubbing up against people you wouldn't normally rub up against, right? But we want to want you for that. We don't want there to be any hurdle that stops you from getting where you want to go. We're taking the hurdles out of the way. We're taking the cap off of this. What you want to do, go do it. And I'm excited to hear. We're going to cover two other things, guys. We're going to cover. We're doing the 7-9? Okay. Oh, you are? Perfect. We're going to talk about the fact that here's what's going to happen. There's a house in my neighborhood that has solar panels on it. One, and I was ticked that I didn't get it. Right? But his neighbors are all looking into that, and their neighbors are looking into that, and their neighbors are looking into that. We're going to show you how you can take advantage of that stuff, but I want you to hear these people who were literally promoted overnight, who literally woke up October 1st, said, man, I'm really excited about my ACN business, but ACN said you need to be more excited. So when we talk about excitement, who does it make sense to bring to the front of the room? Right? We're bringing Jim, okay? Here's why we're bringing Jim, because he's the most excited. There's an old saying, you light yourself on fire, somebody will come watch you burn. And I don't care if you know anything else about ACN, you need to be excited. It is a special time to be in this company. They're going to close the book on $1 million, and you're going to be able to say, I was there when it happened. So I want to bring up my friend, my business partner, my colleague. You guys just heard from him, but please help me bring up President's Club, top producing regional director, Mr. Jim
I didn't tell Bryan, but I used to play a little soccer back in the day, about 50 pounds ago. But wouldn't you love to have him as your coach, coaching you in soccer? That's what he does. He's a coach for soccer. But having him coach not just his own team, but my team and Christian Reagan's team, I love it. We're one big ACN family. Can I have a huge round of applause for you? ACN decided that they would reinvent themselves again. I'm just going to take a couple minutes and I want to talk to you about solar energy. Everybody look outside right now. It's raining, it's ugly and nasty. What's the big complaint people always say about solar energy? That's when the sun don't shine that much in Columbus, right? The old Debbie Downers. I love those people. The new solar stuff that has come out, the new technology, generates energy on days just like today. You don't need sunlight. You just need light. It's just like getting a sunburn when the clouds are out, right? You hear people say it all the time. We don't get that much sun in Columbus. So here's what I want you to know about solar energy. It is going to transform all of the United States of America. By 2030, the U.S. government has said that 50% of all electricity will be generated by renewable energy sources. So take a look around. How much hydro do we have going on here in Columbus? Right? See any big dams or anything like that? Nope. How about wind turbines? A little visual pollution in your backyard. Anybody want to sign up for that? Big old turbine? These solar panels that are coming out, the old school stuff, forget everything you ever knew about solar. They look like flat screen TVs. What's the color of the shingles on your house? They're black. Guess what the solar panels are colored now? Black. They're not blue, green, fluorescent, yucky stuff like it used to be in the old days. They're beautiful. They're ergonomic. It looks like the World Trade Center on your roof. It's really beautiful the way it goes up. And you can also have them mounted in your yard. So if you have a lot of tree cover over your roof, you can have them mounted in your yard. Here's what I want you to know. Why is it that most people don't have solar today? It's around right now. It's available. Why does most people don't have it? Say it again. Cost. It's too expensive. A 2,000 square foot house will run you about 30 G's. Okay? Now, you might have that in your checking account, but you may not want to invest that to get it back over the next 5, 6, 7, 10 years. ACN is bringing this free solar equipment to Central Ohio.
Yes.
We do that again. How hard is it to get a solar customer? I can tell you because I've been training under Jennifer Dowd, who's the Senior Vice President out in California, what's been running over a year. Here's your question. Would you be interested in finding out if your home qualifies for free solar equipment? Yes? Great. Would you fill out this page on my webpage? That's it. You can do it on your phone. Just here, plug it in right here. Go ahead. You put it in, right? And if they like what they get, if their home qualifies, not the homeowner, but if the home qualifies, they click a button and somebody from Zoom Solar calls them, does the entire sale for you, and you get credit for the sale. 4 points.
Yes.
4 points for solar. And did anybody see the new solar bonus going on for energy right now? Who saw it? What is it?
Like free energy for a year.
You get 10 solar accounts, free Zoom natural gas for a year. That's what they're doing. Free gas. Crank it up, man. Run the fireplace. Incredible, right? That's where you get solar accounts, so you get free gas. Free natural gas.
Well, it's doing that.
That's one of the bonuses. On top of that, here's what, if you don't get anything else I say, this is what I want you to hear, this right here. It is a 10-year guaranteed residual. If you get them as a customer, it's a 10-year residual. You will get paid, as long as you pay your whopping $149 a year, you will get paid 120 payments. Is that incredible or what? 10-year residual. About solar, and you're not going to lose them to another company. The equipment's on the roof. Now, I'm in real estate. I can tell you right now, if there's 2 identical houses in a neighborhood, and one homeowner got free solar equipment, invested this much, and the other homeowner doesn't, which home's going to sell for more? The home that produces its own electricity, or the one without it? Which one? The value of the property goes up on the one with solar. The roof lasts longer with the one with solar. So they have less overall costs. Now, you're probably wondering, how does ACN put free solar equipment up? Here's how it works. The homeowner buys the electricity off their own roof. We're averaging 6 cents a kilowatt hour. And we know what the average rate's been in AEP in Columbus? Ranged from 8 to 13 last year. Right? So that's a savings right there to them. They buy their energy off their own roof. What's the delivery cost to deliver the electricity from your roof to your electric box? You're pushing it a whole 30 feet, okay? Not a lot of juice you have to use to be able to do that. So the cost is extremely less. On top of that, if you are a conservationist and you want to, have a Vivint home security so that you can adjust your thermostat from your cell phone when you're at work, right? You turn it up when you're not at home, and you save electricity. If you generate more than what you use, what happens? Anybody know? You get to sell it back to AEP and they buy it back from you. Right? That's a great deal. You're going to accept it. Most people with solar are saving anywhere from 65 to 80% off their bill. We're not talking about adjusting their rate a few percentage points. We're talking about making massive difference in people's lives on this with zero upfront costs. So it's incredible, and that's what we're coming with. Can anybody here sell free solar equipment? Yeah. Raise your hand. Let me see it. There we go. So it's coming. Now, I do have some inside information, so for those of you who sweated it out, set shoulder to shoulder, okay, feel your jackets if you want, if you're hot, I'm going to leak a little information for you. Is anybody okay with some insider information? Yeah. I have it on very high authority. Not allowed to say, I'm going to say it a certain way, that Ohio is slated to be in the next 10 states that will be released.
Oh, thank God.
Okay? So, we're releasing in groups of 3 or 4. I can't tell you which group it's in, but I can tell you, get off your duff and go after it right now, because here's the deal. Who's going to get the most solar customers? Say it again. Stand up. This is Regional Director Bryan Mulvany Sr. Say it out loud.
Person with the biggest team.
The person with the biggest team will get the most solar customers when it hits. And how sick to your stomach will you be when you drive up to your cousin's house and somebody else is putting solar equipment on the roof, and they are now acquired as a customer for the next 20 years and can't be taken away. You don't want that to happen. You want to build your team now. And I'm telling you, solar is sexy. If you talk to this about people, even people that may have looked at ACN in the past and said, no, thank you, they'll look at it again. So work on that. So that's it for the solar that we're talking about. It's going to be great. You're going to see us talking about it more and more as it gets close. Really close. So get out there and get to work. We're going to do the promotions. Okay? We have other sets that we normally train on, but I think it's important to be recognized. I mean, most of the time at work, at a real job, you get yelled at and people complain to you and stuff like that. Not here. We promote promote you and applaud for you. So here's what I'm going to do. Instead of bringing everybody to the front, I think, I want to just sample this real quick. If you were promoted to ETT in the last 7 days, please stand up. Executive team trainer, if you were promoted, please stand. Executive team trainers, if you were promoted in the last 7 days, come on up to the front of the room. We're going to give them a round of applause. We're going to take 1 minute each, and we're going to start with ladies first. Come on over here. You get to go put this in right back here. This is perfect. So you're going to tell them your name, what it is you do on job A, and why you started ACN. Go ahead.
My name is Nikki McCurdy, and my husband and I own 2 restaurants.
You can plug them. What restaurants?
Okay. Well, we have one in Mount Vernon, Ohio, called Parkside Restaurant and Tavern, and then we have one in Howard, right in Apple Valley. I don't know if anyone's familiar with that. Called the Bad Apple Pub.
Great.
So we work many, many hours. If anyone comes to the restaurant business knows how stressful that is. So that being one reason we got started, and 2, in April I was diagnosed with MS, and we would like to take you a little bit out of this stressful situation. And ACN came to us, and it seemed like a perfect opportunity and time to do that for us.
Congratulations on you.
My name is Jared Powell, and I work my A job at Franklin University in student affairs, coaching students, getting them through their programs. I was very skeptical about ACN and the whole MLM network marketing, but I have 2 little boys, and I like the idea of residual income. I like the idea of working for myself, and just taking people and showing them there's other ways to earn a living besides going to work Monday through Friday. It's hard work. You're going to get a lot of no's, and that's the stuff that's got to just motivate you and keep you going.
Great job.
My name is Sarah Leonard. I work this business with my boyfriend Michael. I was our second position, which is my position. I was promoted on Thursday, and I got in this business a year ago because I have $182,000 in school debt, and I'm not finished. I don't want to pay this off for the rest of my life.
No.
And I work for the Franklin County Prosecutor's Office doing something a trained monkey can do, so that's not going to help me. Here I am.
Sarah, real quick, for people who say they don't have time for this business, please step forward and tell everybody what you do every single day. When you hear people say they don't have time for this business, you hear it all the time, right? Listen to this.
So, Monday through Friday, I work at the prosecutor's office. I'm there 40 hours, sometimes 50 hours a week. I come home, and I have about 7 hours of master's degree homework that I'm doing right now. I'm currently writing my thesis, which is due in 39 days, and I've written 0 of it. We've had a family emergency that you'll hear about later that has come up, and so I do that, and then I look at myself, and I'm like, well, it's 11 o'clock at night, and I gotta make some phone calls, and I send out emails and try and work this business as I can. But time is valuable, so I use it.
Great job. Great job.
Hi, I'm Mike Keller, and I'm retired from ODOT after about 32 years.
Yell it at them, man, so they can hear it in the back.
I was looking to supplement my income after being retired from ODOT, and I was approached ACN, took a look at it, signed up. I was excited about it. Had some ups and downs, but I'm persistent, moving forward. Very exciting now.
Congratulations on your promotion.
Jason Sudermaster. I'm a paramedic. I started this because being a government employee, I don't really count on my pension being there in the next 15 years when I get ready to retire. Plus, I don't have Aflac, so this can kind of be like your supplemental life insurance. What really is attractive is EMS. Kind of stands for Earn Money Sleeping.
There you
You do that here, and you can sleep in your own bed. You don't have to drive to work to do that. I had something else I wanted to say, and I forgot. So, but
See me in the background.
new changes are kind of ridiculous.
Congratulations.
My name's Nick Velosin. I work in the wine and beer industry, so it's been kind of fun over the years, but I don't make a ton of money. So I looked at ACN, and I have two beautiful girls that went through college, so I have debt there. I don't want to see them out in the world, struggling with that kind of debt. So this is why I'm here.
Congratulations. That was a pay raise there. You heard Regional Director Mr. Bryan Mulvany talking about the work you would do to get paid 3 times what you were making before to move up. And this position, the next position right here, is Executive Team Leader. I don't know how many we have in the room, so I want to do the same thing. I may have you speak from the seat. We have too many, but how many ETLs got promoted in the last 7 days? Please stand up. Come on up here. Come on up. Come on up. Come down by me. We're going to start. Hey, you're first, right? I want to see you. Try to freeze it out. Keep it up only 64. And Doug, take your time. Yeah, come on. Go ahead. And Doug, I love it. How's the hip replacement doing? You're doing great. Awesome. We're going to start right here. So, Executive Team Leader. 75 points, either personally by you or you collectively with your team, as long as you have a minimum of 15 yourself. Look at all these life-changing promotions right here. We're going to start right here. Step forward.
Wow,
Yeah.
put right in there.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, I had an 18-year-old son and a 16-year-old daughter when we got into the business. My name is Trina Craig, and I'm the biggest cheerleader you'll ever have. And when we first got into this business, we were probably over $40,000 in debt, and most of that was medical debt. We had a 30-year mortgage. With ACN, we paid that off in 23 years. We are medically debt-free for me. And we have no car payment. We got my mom medically debt-free out of $60,000 debt into a new home and through cancer therapy. 2 kids in college now. And my son kept telling me for the first 2 years in ACN, Mom, calm down. Mom, slow down. Mom, calm down. Mom, be quiet. Mom, you're drawing attention to yourself. I said, no!
Yes! I know it! Yes!
I can't add much more to that. Like she said, 425 points. That's 425 kids every month we're feeding. If you can't get excited about that, I don't know what you can get excited about. I mean, that just drives me to do more and more. And we do have a kind of a small team for what a lot of people in this have. But for us, we've been doing it for a couple of years. And it's not something we do every day, but we try to do what we can. I work a job that I've been working for 27 years. I've been working 60 to 70 hours. You think I need a little time. I need a lot of time. Missed out on a lot of things with my kids. Well, my kids are in college now, so we're trying to help them out and help them pay for their college. And I really need the time. That's more of the things that I need to do. Money's good, but time is something we never get back. It's precious. And once it's gone, it's gone.
Right.
So if you ain't in this business to get your time back, you're thinking about this all wrong. That is time. It really is. Money comes and goes. Time you never get back. So.
Congratulations.
Say I'm only here because the training and support ACN gives me, okay? Yes. And something most people don't know about me. There's not one upline in this room for me, okay?
No.
These people have taken me in, there's the right. Okay, and they're
They've
great
adopted us.
mentors. And I can
We're a
learn,
family, man.
we're a family. And I can learn something from each and every one of them. You guys can too. So thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Amy Eichen. I've been in ACN now 3 years, so I retired from teaching. I hate that word because I'm too young to be retired. But, I stepped away from teaching teaching after 25 years of teaching and coaching at Olentangy, and I've started my own business. I'm now a recess specialist, that's my title, and I have a creative art studio that I run out of my house, so I invite people to come in and play now, and I'm all about that. So I now have a whole lot more time because I'm running my own thing out of my own home, and the other day was sitting there and thinking, did I make the right decision? Because the money is not rolling in yet, because I've just started, and then this happened, and I'm like, okay, that's my sign. I have the time now, run with ACN, and really, really make this work, and what a gift. So excited to be here, and thank you very much.
Congratulations. Ann Dunk. She'll tell you her real name, but this is Ann Dunk, everyone.
My name is Stephanie Shipley, and I started in ACN, and it's been about 3 years now, and I've gone to like 5 internationals. As the years went on, unfortunately my health got worse. It was harder to walk. I have to tell you, many of you helped me get in and off trams, get into the convention centers, take me to the airport and all that, so I appreciate that. But the last few months I haven't been doing anything because of my surgery. When I woke up the other morning and got that text from you, I was like, what? I couldn't believe it. Here I am, haven't been able to do anything for months, and I have a promotion. What kind of a job can you go to and get that? That's amazing. And I will tell you, I cannot promote conventions enough in PBRs, and you'll hear about those too. But it's a wonderful company, and I'm very thankful and grateful.
Congratulations.
Hi, my name is Jim Cleves. I have 28 years in IT, was part of the .com bust, so I went back to my roots and became a general contractor. And looking at other ways to make money, I looked at all the things that probably Christian did also, flipping houses, renting. And my job 8 customer, Dr. Phyllis McFarland, invited me to PBR. And I thank them every day. Bottom line, I saw this opportunity. Immediately, I like, this is my retirement. I mean, where else can you meet a great group of friends? Before ACN, all I did was work. Now I'm in ACN, all I do is work. I'm having fun with the new work. And the other thing about being in IT, I was part of the phone deregulation. I was part of the PC revolution. I was part of the internet revolution. And I made good money at all of it. But not one of those did I take advantage of residually. Right? So I'm on this ACN residual train because I'm not missing this last train of sleeping station. And just a sidelight, a lot of people don't think beyond North America. I can't wait till I have a team in Europe and Australia because I can't wait to travel and write off this business.
My name's Greg Miller. I also stepped away from education. I did get 35 years. 35 years of teaching and coaching high school football. And I've been looking for something for a number of years because I knew I didn't want to just do nothing. And my buddy Nick and I, who just was up here with ETT, we've always looked at something else to get into. And we looked at bars and we looked at whatever, and just a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of hours. Well, I knew about multi-level marketing. My wife had been involved a number of years ago when she lost her job. So I understand MLM very well. I understand how it works. There's pros and cons of some of the other companies. That was her main source of income. And so when she'd have a party, like when we were having kids, you get the morning sickness, well, I've got a party night, I can't go, I'm going to have to cancel. No, I went and did it. So yes, I have done in-home lingerie parties.
There were pros and cons. That would really sell
another MLM idea. I researched it. It was awesome, great company. I've been to their national conventions, so I've seen everything inside and out. That close to having a pink Cadillac, and yes, I would have driven. Well, things went south. Things happened with her, illness, whatever. That went away. Now I've got a huge credit card debt for all the product we had to buy.
Oh.
I had $10,000 worth of lipstick and makeup and perfume in my basement with nothing to do with it. So when I saw this opportunity, Jim was the presenter. He's going through the presentation. 10 minutes in, I got my laptop up trying to figure out how to join. He's not even done yet. My sponsor, who was having the PBR, I'm like, Matt, let's get this done. He said, let Jim finish. Just get me signed in here so I can get going. And I am a direct example of this new promotion. 2 days ago, I was QTT. I don't like recruiting. I like customer acquisitions. I know a lot of people, and I like doing that. I didn't like recruiting. But I went from QTT to ETL with a phone call.
That was awesome.
Wow. Yeah, baby.
Good morning, everyone. I don't have that. But this is history for me. So, Darlene, please take a picture of me if you don't mind.
I got you on Periscope right here.
This is not going to just go away. I need to make sure I capture it. But my name is Simba. I'm from Southern Africa. I've been in this country for about 15 years now, and I've been doing ACN for about 2.5, almost 3 years now. It's different for me because I'm living a dream. I'm an immigrant. And so you guys are most of you are probably Americans, and you probably have been living this and we're not taking advantage of all this. But I feel like I've been living the dream since I started ACN, not when I came here to America. So in my team, I have 200 points as a team, but personally I have 70 points. So one thing I want to say is, for the company I work for, I applied for 3 positions in the last 8 years when I worked for them. But I was turned down. 3 positions. That was no promotion. That is depressing. So just to wake up one day and being promoted to ETL, I'm like, excuse me. What just happened? So with ACN having to be 2.5 years now, I've been deployed twice, ETT and ETL, and I'm just loving it. And this ACN team that is making me live the dream is the one that is also helping drill balls in my country. So we are almost about to break ground for the second well to feed.
All right, yeah.
Still continue with the income we had. We also have a 16-year-old and a 22-year-old in college. 22-year-old, by the way, just got promoted to ETT as well. We originally got in this just to make some money back on our own bills in the restaurants, to be honest with you. We kind of played around it, for lack of a better term, until we went to Charlotte. And since Charlotte, we've been on fire. We've taken off. We had 130 team points, I think, and we had like 29 when we went to Charlotte. Wow. And we're moving. So it's a great company.
My name's Michael Deloney. I've been in the business for about 1.5 years now. My better 3/4 is up here, just got promoted to ETT. Sorry. The blessing that this business has been is truly incredible. For people that don't know or haven't heard yet, last week my brother was put in the hospital, and he's now in hospice.
Oh, God.
And they've given him 24 to 96 hours to live. Now, I had to call my job A and ask for time off. I had to call my job and explain what was going on and trying to figure out how I can be where I needed to be with my family and support my family. Being a business owner in ACN, I didn't have to ask myself that question. That wasn't an option. The greatest thing about this is while I was there, sitting with my brother, staying up, letting my mom sleep so she can be rested and stay as strong as possible. Having conversations with my brother for the last time and saying goodbye to him. I get a text and an email that says, "You've been promoted. Congratulations for all your hard work that you've done over the year and a half, and we're going to pay you more for that." And I was able to sit by my brother's side while that happened. I can't explain what this promotion is. I mean, it's truly a blessing. And I owe that to the team and my mentorship and not just my direct mentors, but the people in the back who have poured into me time after time. And it's honestly been just plugging in and making a decision that this has to work. And I can tell you right now, people talk about why they got in the business. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I was literally running around, had no idea, racking up debt. That girl back here, we have a ton of debt between the two of us, but we're going to stick it out together. We're going to do this whole thing together. And this is the only vehicle I saw that was going to be able to do that. Well, a few days ago, my why has changed. I have to support my family. There's not a question about it. My family doesn't come from a ton of money, and with this happening, it's got to happen. So your why will change, and just totally blessed to have these people around me. So thank you. Oh, yeah. Didn't mean to do that before you.
My name is Mark Patterson.
Yes!
Am I excited about ACN? You know I am.
Yeah!
I remember when I joined, well, I'll back up. This guy, he's a preacher. And he walks up to me and said, this might be something you might be interested in. And I said, well, I'm going to take a look at it because I'm a disabled combat veteran from the Marine Corps. And I lost 4 years of my life because I had to have 3 spinal cord surgeries.
Oh, God.
And I'm all fused together now with rods and 6 3-inch screws in my back, my neck. And I said, I don't think I'm ever going to be the same. After you're on oxycodone for 3 or 4 years, you're pretty much, you're in Lulu land. And I didn't know if I was ever going to get back. And I remember going to church, people would say, Brother Patterson, are you all right? I must have looked like death row or something. But God's blessed me. I'm back on my feet, able to walk. And even though I'm disabled on a meager VA, pension, if that's what we want to call it, disability, I can still run my mouth. Norman Claypool is my immediate upline, and he's the one that gave me that magazine and DVD, and I said, brother, thank God for you. Okay? And so I wanted to make as much money as I could, so coming out of the gate the first 30 days, I had my two IBOs and went through everything and maxed out, got to $750 in my first 30 days, made it to 28 points, and I'm all excited, and then I hit a snag in the road. For some reason, I wasn't doing well, and I'm wondering, why is that? So we went back to the prayer closet and had a talk and got encouraged once again, because when you have PTSD, you get discouraged sometimes and you wonder where that came from. And so got psyched up again, and then, the ETT, and up to 65 points, and a little meager downline that quit on me. I got 11 points. So if you take 65 and 11 at 76 points. Made it in on my false teeth. Just thank God for ACN and all of the support that you get. And I know if I'm disabled and all I can do is talk and walk a little bit, I know anybody in here can do it.
Well, it's hard to follow that. Standing up here, my name is Heath Faber. I'm from right here in Worthington. One of the things that I've noticed standing up here is ETLs, we speak a lot louder than ETTs.
We carry TC and RD.
This comp plan changed everything for me. You guys, it's amazing. I was one of those people that I had one really big leg. Nothing really to show for it outside of what little bit of compensation I was receiving. Over the last 30 days, I've made a push to get my personal points. During that time, my personal residual went up to 3%, but there was nothing else. Now, with the comp change plan, I can earn up to $400 for that. Same work that I did over the last 30 days that was not there before. All of my team now has that exact same motivation to get paid also. With this promotion, I also have the ability to get $100 in bonuses to continue to build my team that will help support my wife. We've heard some great whys. When my wife and I started into this business, we didn't have a very good why. We just had some bills, had very little retirement. It was, I need some more money. Over the past 6 months, my why has made me cry. So if you got a why that doesn't make you cry, it's not your why.
That's right, right.
Okay? My father, who is 66 years old, is now working at Walmart.
Oh, dear God.
Because he lost all of his retirement in the last 6 months.
Oh,
had to file bankruptcy.
Jesus.
With this promotion, I now have in my authority to go and help my father, who did everything in the world for me. Think about that. Who in your life needs you to help them? Feeding kids is great. Being a friend is great. A lot of people in this room, you are in my family circle. You're not just friends, you're in my family. But who in our lives needs us to step up and be a blessing to them? Take this to them and share an opportunity that is unlike anything else that could ever be. All because we had 4 people that stood up one day and said, we want to be the best marketing company in the world.
Amen.
And proves it every single year by helping us every chance they get. They didn't have to give us this promotion. They didn't have to give us this comp plan change. They didn't have to. They love us so much. I love ACN. ACN allows me to pour more love into my friends and my family. Dog, can I do that?
Come on, Mandy.
Come on, Mandy.
Come on, Mandy. Want me to come up there with you?
My name is Amanda Russell. I work in the healthcare business, and I also work in a warehouse. I do 2 jobs. I'm a single mom with 3 kids. My daughter goes to college this year, and we have another one going to college in 2 years, another So ACN hopefully will allow me to worry about all that, and also drop a job or two. So, I love this business. I love meeting people. I'm not from here. I'm actually from Cincinnati, so I came up here today to meet all of you. And this is amazing seeing all these people in here. So I love this business.
Great job. Can I get one more round of applause for the hardest job in the world, being a secretary? Can I get her a round of applause? And then before these people sit down, I want you to remember their faces right here, because they are all officially on their team coordinator run. A round of applause. Go ahead. She'll go last.
Oh, yep. Come on in.
All right. Can somebody hold? If you are, based on the new comp plan, going to be a team coordinator on November 1st. I know one for sure that's in here. Is there anybody else in this room that on November 1st, when the computer updates at 2 in the morning, you're going to be a team coordinator? I know one for sure. Is there anybody else? All right, will you hold his phone for him? So I'm going to have him come to the front room.
Yes.
Come to the front room, please. Sean Danny, right? Come on, Danny! Woo!
Oh, yeah, no. You're looking at it.
Now, for those of you who are thinking about points and, I got to get 7 to get qualified in 60 days. I got to get 25 to be an ETT and 75 to be an ETL. It just sounds like a lot. I don't know if I can do it. This gentleman right here has how many personal customer points?
240.
240. You get 2 Sean Dennitys on your team and get a couple people in your cul-de-sac give you services. You're a team coordinator. Sean Dennity, plays up from Cincinnati.
All right, well, first of all, because she's been through me through thick and thin with this, Mandy, I want to give you my ETL pin.
Wow, come on up here, Mandy.
I want you to have this pin because when I got this pin and I thought, the struggles and everything that it took for me to come to this point, you're getting my old ETL pin, and I want you to wear it with pride.
That's a good luck pin. Wear that one. That's very good.
Because by God, I don't need it anymore. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am a traditional business owner. I own a printing business down in Cincinnati, Ohio. When I saw this business, honestly, 6 years ago, it took me 4 years to say yes. I'm kicking myself. I have never in my life because I went through 3 layoffs in 4 years. I worked so hard to try and help people and do things the right way for people. And never in my life have I been come across a company like this that actually cares about me and cares about every one of you. They care. You can't find that anywhere. You just can't. You see what happens in the world. You see what happens every day to normal, ordinary people, and you hear the stories up here. It makes me cry because, my God, I feel so lucky and blessed. But the thing about it is, my mindset has changed. When I first got into this business, I thought this was just going to be about me. I thought this was going to be about making some money to help support myself because I wasn't even paycheck to paycheck. And I saw that, okay, it's going to take some work. And I didn't realize what I had in my lap until I went to an international training event. When I went to San Jose, California in 2013 for my first international training event, my eyes were so wide open, it was just incredible. So here's one thing I will tell you guys. If you have not, who here has not been to an international training event yet? Get on your computer and get airfare and get a hotel and go to Phoenix. I'm telling you right now, if you go to if you go to an international training event, it's going to change your entire vision of this company, and it's going to turn your business around. And my God, you're going to have so much success because you see what people went through to get to those high positions. I look at those senior vice presidents and I say to myself, my God, my story is no different from theirs. My story is no different from theirs. And you know what? The funny thing is, they started at the same place. Every SVP had to be a QTT, ETT, ETL, TC, RD, RDP. They had to go through the same thing that we are. The difference is that, and they're probably kicking themselves, they probably want to sign up all over again, because when they saw this new comp plan, you know what I'm saying? But some of these folks have been in there 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 years. Leanne Gabriel, our mentor, she took her 17 years to be an SVP because she saw the vision of this company and she went to the international training events. I will never, ever, 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 ever miss an international training event. I don't care if I've got to shut down my print shop. I'm going to an international training event for a weekend. That's how important this business is to me. And the thing is, my mind has shifted. Like I said, it's not about my why. My why now has completely changed. Before it was about myself and my retirement. Now it's about my mother. See, here we go with the parent thing. You know, I'm an only child, and my father passed away 22 years ago. And it's just been me and my mom ever since. And through all the crap that I've been through in my life, she's been the only one there for me. And by God, with the money and everything she's given to me, the only thing I can do is get the SVP, bring her along with me because she got promoted to ETL as well. She gets promotion tomorrow when we have lunch at IHOP, and she's not going to know what the hell it means. But the fact of the matter is, even though she's done so much for me, she joined this business to support me. The only thing I can do is give it all back to her.
Yeah.
So, guys, I am so. When I looked at TC, I thought it was impossible. There was part of me that thought it was impossible, you know, because. You know, I drove the miles. I got a team building in Michigan. I got a team building in Pennsylvania. I got a team building in, you know, down in the hills of Kentucky. You know, and I want to help so many people. I want to help them succeed. I want them to be more than what they are because they deserve it.
Right.
There are so many people on my team, Mandy included. You deserve more for your life. You do. You work hard, and you deserve more. And God bless it. I'm going to do everything I can for all of you. This promotion isn't about me, it's about you. It's about all of you. And that's what this company is all about. But thank God for ACN. Thank you very much.
200. There'll be another special promotion coming up when he flips TC, I believe, that may have an R at the beginning and a D at the end that we'll be talking about here.
Yeah, it's done. There we go.